Welcome to Small Business, Big Network, the podcast for small business owners who want big results from their networking. I'm Liz Drury, a freelance voiceover artist who knows that if you're not working, then networking could help. Laetitia Buford-Rube is a photographic model and former ballet dancer. She's mainly using social media to grow her network. Thank you very much for being my guest on the podcast, Laetitia.
Thank you so much for having me.
Now, you're a dancer, an artist, a model, an acrobat. You've done all sorts of things. But I know that you started with dance. So tell me about your very early career as a child.
Well, yeah, I started ballet at age 3, like we do when we are kids, and our parents as a little girl has to keep us occupied on the days off. And this pastime just like became a real passion. And my teacher saw a real potential in me doing that professionally as early as I was, like around 8 years old. So my teacher suggested my parents to apply to Paris Opera Ballet School. So I could continue my dance education professionally there. And it worked. I passed the audition. It was not an easy one, as we were like 600 little girls to enter for only 18 spots.
Wow.
So the competition started at a very early age.
Yeah.
How it started.
So how exciting was that as a child to be picked out of all those people to go and study ballet?
Yeah, I was very excited, first of all, because I also had to move to a different city. I had to also leave my parents and live alone in Paris. So it was a lot at the same time. But it was also really hard physically. It was a lot of dance, a lot of pressure from the teachers. The competition is constant. You know that every year there are going to be less and less girls, and you have to just make it to the next year. So yes, it's not easy.
And how long were you with the ballet?
Well, I did 6 years at the school, and then after that I changed school because they're also very strict about height to enter the ballet. And at age 15, they realized that I will not reach the right height by age 17, 18. So I had to continue my education in a different school. So it was also, I continued at a national school to continue the same degree, the equivalent in France, in Lyon, at the Conservatory National. And I finished my dance there, my dance education there.
Yeah. So tell me about some of the highlights of your ballet career after that.
And the highlights, well, I've toured a lot. That's the highlight, I guess. Like the travel is the highlight. I've danced the roles I wanted, like Don Quixote and Giselle. And yeah, the touring is the fun part of ballet, I think. And of course, dancing on the biggest stages, like dancing on Paris Opera stage, is a dream come true. Yeah.
So when did you leave ballet and what made you leave ballet?
I left ballet actually quite early compared to the amount of years I've studied for it. But because I got a bit disgust with actually the lifestyle of the ballet company, with the relation the dancers, the choreographers, and the directors have, where at some point when we are all in professional ballet dancers, we all have the qualities and the professionalism to be hired. And it doesn't come anymore to who is good and who is bad. We are all good because we all made it there. And then here comes the problem where who dance and why, who's dancing, who's getting the roles. It's not anymore about talent at this point because we are all talented and all got the job. So it's yeah, side stories of who is getting the roles, why because this one likes that one and this one fits with that one, and all those stories completely disgust me because it was not anymore about talent. It was about, side stories and private stories.
Yeah. So I think what happened next was you got into acrobatics. How did that come about?
Yeah, it was was unexpected. It was quite a weird shift. But yeah, so when I was still a ballet dancer, I used to audition, right? Like to find the next company or next opportunity. And there was an audition for dancers, which I applied to. But then afterwards, they had an audition for so-called adagio. So in ballet, adagio is when a man and a woman are dancing together and they are like partnering each other. And in that time, I had a partner and we were doing adagio. So we were like, well, let's just stay and do the audition for adagio. And and actually, what they were looking at it was acrobatic adagios. So they came all those amazing couples doing amazing tricks, which we've never seen before, because in the ballet world, they are lifts included in the dance, but they are not really acrobatic, quite simple. And that the woman that ran the audition was actually really intrigued by us and was like, no, please stay at the audition. I'd like to see your balletic adagio. And please show me just what you can do. And we did the audition and she loved it. And somehow we got the contract as acrobatic adagio without doing any acrobatics. And she said she had faith in us, and she knew that if we wanted, we could add the tricks along the way. And I did meet a teacher there at the audition, which all the circumstances were really strange on that day. Like, she got us the contract, the teacher was ready to teach us. And we did that. We just took lessons with him, and we got to learn acrobatic adagio, and here we go. We were acrobats. It was something completely unplanned.
And how different did you find the acrobatics to ballet?
Well, the acrobatic world is way more friendly than the ballet world. The people are kind, and there's no such a discipline and, how to say, anger for each other, and like people are really like helpful and really nice. So this was a big refreshment from the ballet world. I really love the circus world, the acrobatic world. People are so helpful and so actually, like, yeah, nice with each other.
And where did the acrobatics take you to?
Oh, all over the world, to 87 countries.
Wow.
Yes, it took me, if we speak about taking me, it took me far away, all over the world, from Alaska to Cape Town to Asia, everywhere.
Yeah. And you perform with Cirque du Soleil, haven't you?
Yeah, I'm also part of Cirque du Soleil as a freelance, as a special event artist. So yeah, they have an extra pool of artists when the shows are already touring, and let's say they need promotion before it. So they have a pool of artists like around the world that are like ready to just like step into for special events.
Wow. And I think the next thing you found was yoga. How did you find yoga?
Yoga was started actually during my ballet education. I had one of my teachers that used to use yoga as a way to warm us up before ballet classes. So that's something that I've done long as a pre-class routine, just to stretch my body, warm up my joints. And not until like for a long time it was just my pre-class warm-up, but then I wanted to take it to another level in one point and go like more spiritually into it and understand the whole philosophy. So then I decided to go to India and go for like the full yoga teacher training.
And do you teach now, do you?
At the moment, no, but I used to teach. I used to do yoga retreats one-on-one. I still do my own practice, of course, every day,
Mhm.
but at the moment, I don't teach. I'm fully modeling at the moment.
Yes, modeling, that's the next thing.
Mhm.
How did you get into modeling?
It was also something like the acrobatics that I had never planned and never thought of. It came to me. So while I was doing the performance and the yoga, I had an Instagram account for that, which called Laetitia Channel Yoga Fitness. And my one photographer one day reached out to me asking about a photo shoot on a aerial hoop and a ballet. He told me that for a very long time he was looking for a girl like me with my lines, with my flexibility, and he couldn't find. And he's so happy that he found me, and he wanted to do a photo shoot in Portugal.
Mm.
So I accepted the photo shoot, and here a big snowball effect started when he published the photos. And here I am now full-time modeling. So it's, yeah, I got a lot of requests from photographers when he started publishing me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so where have your photographs appeared?
Oh, in a lot of places, exhibition around the world, photo exhibition, galleries, cover of magazines, photo books. Yeah, they're still like, I still got published in a magazine like last month and one coming up this month. Like, yeah.
Yeah, and you're the subject of a sculpture too, aren't you?
Yes, that's something kind of new since last year. Yeah, I have now a new field of art, which is combining to everything. And yeah, now some sculptors are interested to capture my poses. So it's a very different type of work where I have to be very still for very long.
Yeah.
And but yeah, I feel like it's timeless, right? Like I feel like now I have a legacy. Like even if I leave this world now, there is some piece of me which is staying in a way. So it's
Yeah.
interesting.
So how do you keep yourself in shape? How much exercise do you have to do?
Well, it's at this point like it's a lifetime work. So the body has been trained at a high level for a lot of years. So at this point now, for me, it's only about conditioning. It's about keeping the body. So it's about mm, 30 minutes to an hour a day to just like go through the stretching, the conditioning, and yeah, that's like my minimum per day.
Hmm.
I need to keep everything in shape. But it's not only about exercising, it's a lot about nutrition too.
Mm. Yeah. So
Mm,
what kind, tell me about the nutrition, what kind of diet you have to follow.
it's just like a clean diet, a lot of water, fruits, vegetables, um, not so much carbs, and no fried food. But I guess, I mean, it's not things I do really enjoy to eat anyway. So it's
Mm.
not like it's a diet, it's just a lifestyle. Um, yeah, but if I want to eat an ice cream or a cookie and I feel like I do it. Like,
Yeah.
so I'm not counting my calories. I'm not being like extreme about it. I just listen to my body, how much calories I have burned on a day. I feel like I'm hungry, not hungry. It's more about being in tune with what I need.
Yeah. So what would a typical week look like for you if there is anything like a typical week in your life?
There is no typical week because my schedule is so different every day of work, because if I'm traveling, if I have photo shoots, if like today we are recording a podcast, if no, I don't have a typical week. I don't have I try to have some kind of structure, like a daily routine when I'm home, but it's also something hard to keep. Um, yeah, but my minimum, let's say, daily routine will be my water in the morning, my ginger lemon tea, and my stretching and my conditioning. Those are like the non-negotiable. And then I need to just go with the flow.
Yeah. So of all the things that you've done, the dancing, the modeling, the acrobatics, do you have a favorite?
I don't know. I loved everything I've done, and I actually love now how the photography is linking all my skills, and I get to really use everything I have learned. So creative. I think it's one of the most creative moment of my career.
Mm.
Because I also get to create with the photographer, so I have an input every time. It's not just me on my own creating, so it's very fulfilling to. And when you think you've done everything, you haven't actually. You find another idea, another light, another pose, another possibility to make things different and better. So it's very fulfilling artistically.
Yeah. Well, I've seen some of the photos that are on your website, and I do encourage listeners to go and have a look because they really are amazing photographs.
Thank you.
So let's chat about networking now. So I imagine that the dance world has a network where is it quite a small network? Does everybody kind of know everyone in the dance world?
Yes, in the dance world, in the acrobatic world too. I think it's even worse. Like we have a say in the acrobatic world. It's like you say something in Germany, and like 3 seconds later in Las Vegas, everybody knows, and it's been transformed 30 times in between, and the story is completely like. So it's yeah, gossips, a lot of gossips. Yeah.
And I imagine in dancing, well, you kind of alluded to this earlier on, it's a lot about who you know as to who gets the jobs.
Yes, it's all about connections. That's right. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. So in your sort of new world of modeling and photography, how are you growing that network and nurturing that network?
Mostly through social media. It's very, very, very important. Every day, connect with new people, new followers. Also, we have special sites with models and photographer. So yeah, there's a lot happening online, mostly.
And do you go to sort of physical in-person meetings where you can connect with people?
For photography, not really. That's not the way I do it, but of course they are photography conventions, and they are yeah, there's a lot of photography events, exhibitions, places where you can meet people in person. But I will say my day-to-day, how I network to find people to work with is mainly through social media.
Yeah. And any particular platform that you like to use?
My number one platform is Instagram.
And do people connect with you through that and then offer you opportunities?
Yes, that's how it works. Yeah.
Yeah. And so what are you doing to what are you putting on there that attracts people to come and connect with you?
Well, I publish daily photos and also behind the scenes videos of my photo shoots. And yeah, now with all the tools, Instagram is offering like reshares, repost, shares. It's easily reaching new people, and also collaboration posts. So if I collaborate with the photographer of the shoot, I do reach his people, and so it's well made to reach and to connect and to network with new people.
Yeah. So finally, then, if people want to connect with you, what is the best place for them to find you?
Instagram.
And what's your Instagram handle?
My Instagram is Laetitia underscore channel underscore model. And yeah, of course, I have my YouTube channel and Facebook and Twitter, and you name it, I'm on it as a Laetitia model everywhere else.
Lovely. Well, thank you very much for being my guest. And as I said, I do hope people will go and check out your channel and your website because your photos are fantastic.
Thank you so much for having me.
Thanks for listening to Small Business, Big Network. If you found this podcast useful, please do rate, review and subscribe. And don't forget to share it with the rest of your network too.